Today's lesson is Lesson 10, Bugs in the House, Part 2. Our prayer for today is, Father, thank you for our homes. Thank you for providing for all of our needs. Help us to trust you to care for us, just as you care for the smallest creatures that you made. Give us an appreciation for our homes and the protection that you give us. Some creepy crawlies that you find in your home might make you only a little uncomfortable or cause you to shudder, but there are others that bring with them a sense of disgust. You will find today that though people are often grossed out by these creatures or are even fearful of them, they are fascinating in their own rights. Let's get going and learn about some creatures you might find inside a home, but hopefully not yours. A black widow. The black widow spider is notorious for many reasons. It is well known as one of the most dangerous spiders in North America. While it normally lives in temperate locations, it can survive even in northern Canada if it is transported there. There are several species of spiders in this genus that are called black widows. Each of these species are black spiders known for an hourglass-shaped mark on the underside of their abdomen. This marking can be red, orange, or even yellow, though it is not found on females, who are often up to double the size of their male counterparts. That I made a mistake there. It means that it's only found on the females. Males often have different coloring ranging from brown to gray with stripes or spots. These two features make it easy to tell males and females apart, although you are unlikely to see a male black widow spider because, much like the praying mantis, the female eats him after mating, thus the name. These spiders spin webs, but their webs look different from the neatly patterned ones that orb-weaving spiders spin. The loose mesh of a black widow looks like the cobwebs you would find in the corner of a dusty old attic. Not all cobwebs are made by black widows, though. Some are made by other spiders who pose little risk to humans. In this loose mesh, you will find creatures caught in the web, awaiting their final fate as dinner for the black widow. It also contains the egg case of the black widow. This case can contain 250 to 750 eggs, and it is hung on the web for about 2 weeks to 1 month. The baby spiders that hatch are orange and white, and they are sometimes known to even eat each other as they hatch. These spiders are often feared because it is said that their venom is up to 15 times as deadly as the venom of a rattlesnake. However, the small amount of venom produced by black widows results in far less deadly outcomes for people bitten by them compared to people bitten by rattlesnakes. A black widow bite is painful and can cause nausea as well as difficulty breathing due to paralysis of the diaphragm. However, most adults recover from these bites with few complications. Like a lot of spider bites, very young children and older people are more or at risk for serious repercussions, and some bites may prove fatal. It is important to head to a doctor or an emergency room if you suspect a black widow bit and are having difficulty breathing. Don't be too concerned, however. These bites are very rare. Pseudo Scorpions. If you live somewhere where scorpions aren't part of your everyday life, finding one of these little creatures in your home might make your heart skip a beat. There are around 3,000 species of pseudo scorpions in the world, and many of them live in climates where a scorpion could never survive. Pseudo scorpions look like tiny scorpions without a tail. Their name means false scorpion, meaning they have appearance of a scorpion, but are not really one at all. They have 4 pairs of legs and long claws that look like pincers. These pedipalps are used to capture food. Some species even have poison glands in their pincers to help them with their hunt. These arachnids most often live outside, buried beneath fallen leaves or mulch or under stones or tree bark. Due to their tiny size, they are rarely noticed unless they are found inside your home. Despite their concerning appearance, these creatures can actually be beneficial to you. They do not bite, nor are they destructive to buildings. They are often called book scorpions because they are sometimes found in old dusty libraries looking for one of those favorite foods, dust mites. They also eat small insects, so if you find them in your home, you can be thankful for the pest controlling that they are providing, free of charge. The female pseudo scorpion produces 20 to 40 eggs when she is mated, and she carries the eggs under her body until they hatch. Once hatched, these unique creatures sometimes hitch a ride on their mother's back, much like real scorpions, and continue to stay with their mother until they are ready to move out on their own. These tiny creatures may take as long as 2 years to become full-grown adults, and they can live for up to 4 years as an adult before they die. Cockroaches. If there is one creepy crawly that gains a disproportionate amount of negative attention, it is the cockroach. Some people cannot even stand hearing the word. There are about 4,600 species of these creatures living around the world today. They are also simply called a roach. A cockroach flat, oval body shape, long antennae, and shiny black or brown backs make for a remarkable-looking creature. These insects are more common in tropical climates, but they have been found in other regions throughout the world. They are well known for their affinity to snack on pretty much anything, from food to paper to clothes, not to mention dead insects and other animal products. Unlike tiny pseudo scorpions, if your home has cockroaches in it, you'll probably be aware of them. They grow to an average of 0.24 to 3 inches long with an impressive wingspan. Between their size, the nasty smell they release, and the destruction they leave in their wake, they are hard to ignore. There are only a few species of cockroaches known to invade homes. However, the rest of them live happily in their natural habitats, snacking on whatever they come across. If you ever see a cockroach walking around with what looks like a suitcase attached to her abdomen, you are likely looking at a female. Female cockroaches carry their woothasy or egg cases close to their bodies, sometimes sticking out and sometimes even glued to her. She will deposit the egg case before the eggs hatch. When the white nymphs climb out, these white nymphs will eventually develop a hard, brown exoskeleton to produce protection. While most species of male cockroaches develop 2 sets of wings, the females are often wingless or only have vestigial or small and non-functional wings. The largest known winged cockroach is found in Peru, Panama, and Ecuador at 3.8 inches long and 1.75 inches across. This beast of a bug can have a wingspan as wide as 8 inches. Cockroaches are omnivorous. They love to eat pretty much anything they think looks tasty. Many cockroaches have found their way around the world in boxes or in cargo on ships and other modes of transportation. Many people use cockroaches as a source of protein in their diet. They are said to be quite delicious and healthy for you if you are fed fresh fruits and veggies rather than foraging for garbage. The American cockroach is actually indigenous to Africa and the Middle East, not North America. Male and female wood roaches look so different that they once considered to be a different species. The Madagascar hissing cockroach is one of the largest species of cockroach. They are also one of the only few species known to make a noise. As gross as it is to think about, the feces left behind from a cockroach can give helpful information to try to get rid of an infestation. Not only can you tell the difference between species based on the size and shape of their feces, they can also help you identify where the offending critters are nesting and laying their eggs. As fascinating as cockroaches are, you don't want them infesting your home. They leave their signature nasty odor behind and can destroy your belongings. Moreover, their feces also pose a health risk for people. If fecal matter begins to float through the air of your home, it can cause an allergic reaction. This reaction can be really bad for people who struggle with asthma, and it can cause coughing and wheezing. There is even some research that indicates that young children exposed to airborne cockroach fecal matter may be at a greater risk of developing asthma. So if you see something that looks like coffee grounds or black pepper spilling on the floor of your house, or what looks like tiny black grains of rice, ask a parent to come check out to see if you need to get rid of some nasty house guests. Now that you've learned all about the tiny critters who like to invade human structures, take a moment and think about it. What other creatures do you see in your home? Sometimes learning about all the creepy crawlies that share the space can feel disconcerting, but remember this, that God made each of us with immune systems that need bacterial to stay healthy and keep our bodies functioning. Creatures like cockroach and carpet beetles may make you want to run and hide or jump under a table. Instead, let's remember that each of these unique creatures were created to have a purpose in the food web that sustains life on this planet that we inhabit. And that concludes our lesson 10 for today.